Adapter.
Good morning, Isaac. Oh, good evening. Yeah, it's so silent. And you know, when we came together, or even when I say Sunday, when we have this time, there's so much joy and silence, and the joy, or in 2 days we can meet again, and then we come together. And I saw just Swaha with her joy, and something wanted to smile, but suddenly the system goes into something terrible will happen. Something, it feels like it's an interpretation actually, but something really close up. And but now it's great just to speak and to connect. And I wonder what is going on in the system, but it is how it is actually. It's so much again, you know, like I don't want it, or I want not to come again, and you know, so often, and all this, and or even not to meet, that I'm not have again this attention. But so it is just to speak it. Yeah. Can I take it away? Let's see.
It's just, beyond any idea, beyond every experience, beyond any construct, concept.
It's yeah, just the bubble, just let it, and then whatever, and then just, yeah, no idea on top. And yes, bubbling can happen, or movement, or whatever. Yes. Okay. Thank you again.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Vedanta.
I just want to share that such just life energy and joy what is going on, like cave is just open up and energy is just can flow, and it looks strange, but it feels very beautiful. I just want to share it shortly. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mhm.
Sandra.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening, Isaac.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah, Isaac, it was very interesting. I know it, but it seemed to be so clear that before waving the hand, to see that there was a pattern in the system that is so used to that some parts it's good to show it, and some parts are like bad parts are not allowed to be shown. And I mean, I know exactly in being with you, everything is welcome. So I think it's beautiful to just hang out and welcome everything, because it seems like some parts are not allowed to really be seen.
Yeah, I mean, and there's been like historically, like big repercussions of showing certain things, it's like, so of course our system has learned those, and that's unlearning it now. It's just starting to see, well, not necessary.
Yeah.
Can just be what it is.
Yeah, and that's so healing, actually.
Sure. Yeah, because healing just comes from the word whole, where there's not a split. This is good, this is bad, this is not, this is allowed, this is not allowed. It's whatever's here is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's not much here.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding.
Beauty, love, peace. Thank you.
Yeah, and it seems to go deeper and deeper, and like invite more and more. Oh, it's such a difference to be. I could say to be in the heart, but just to be, or the attention going away with thoughts. Thank you so much, Beauty.
Thank you. Yeah. Esther. Susanna.
Hi, Isaac.
Oh, it just jumped. Okay, great. I got you. Oh, jumped again. 1 second. There. Oh. It's doing some funny things. Anyway, I'll see you. Hi, Susan.
Phone is stopping soon to ring. She's a little bit like the bubbles in champagne, you know, from joy.
Yeah, you know, it's so interesting to see what we call our lives. Yeah, a bunch of habits and patterns and just automatisties that just do their thing. Somehow we say, yeah. That you look closely and well, none of it who we are. Just give some sense of someone, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's very painful. Most of the time, at least.
Sure.
And there's noticed that when this activity to looking for who am I, and then really very much looking who am I, because it doesn't feel so nice in the moment. That doesn't help. Somehow it's it's trying to come out of it's something.
So this moment, let's come not even 1 millisecond in the past, just right here, right now, just resting together.
Yeah.
Sensing how these systems meet each other.
Just feels like so much love is overflowing.
And most of us has been a habit of like looking through the filter of me and my life and how am I doing and all this stuff. One possibility, you could say, and then another is just wow, wishing all beings well. May let there be peace and love amongst all beings. Just, and you know, usually for most of us, it goes backwards and forwards between what do I have to do? What's going on in my life? What do I want? What do I need? And all that stuff. Just stopping. Don't have to,
What do I have to do?
don't have to do anything. Just here. Just a millisecond. Just the recognition that you are that in which the whole universe arises in. Yeah? Everything, time, space, matter, energy. And you've always been that. That's the nature, that's who you are. Including all the patterns, including all the funny habits and all that. They all appear in that. Yeah? Thanks, Susanna. Mira.
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you, I see you, just can't smell you.
I had no shower, very good.
Just energy flowing right beautifully. Yeah?
I feel it more strongly on my left side and on the right side. Like it feels like I'm still falling into one direction. And more capacity to balance somehow. I can feel it.
Yeah. Just this presence, and then life is doing whatever it does, you know.
It's so alive and quiet at the same time. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, beauty. Yeah, Trin.
I just there was this funny image that just came to me, that I'm running through a garden, and there's a guy sitting on a bench and asking me, "Hey, want to sit a while with me?" And like, and the guy's you somehow, like, it's a picture. And what came to me, it's so interesting that the speeding up is like missing it. Like, I have to do this, I have to do that. Just, it's a funny thing. And it happens
Yeah.
again and again, something
Yeah.
like important, urgent. There's always something. Yeah. And then just stop it. Everything's there.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. Yeah. The greatest gift.
Yeah.
Mm. It's there's just happiness there, just beauty. And another little thing, just funny. I sometimes I watch myself during the meeting. I'm pin myself, and it feels like, yeah, it's the same. It's there's nothing else needed. Actually, all these ideas of something is needed, and it's a beautiful home, yeah, that your son has there.
Yeah, he did a lot of work on it, and it's really turned out lovely.
Mm.
It's so, these days, yes, my time is, a lot of it spent around my 17-month-old grandchild. Just the simplicity of a kid, just running around, testing their boundaries, and everything's just in a certain way so innocent and beautiful, and you just watch life living itself like that. Yeah. Watching, like somehow there's, I would say, just this attachment to who he spent time with, and mommy and daddy, and then someone new comes in, and then finding what how his system can play, and it's far out.
It feels like I feel like I'm a baby in this. I don't feel the difference. It's like
Sure.
it's just
Same, yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Gaia. Hey,
Hello,
Gaia.
hello, Isaac. Hello, family. It's so lovely when you speak about your grandson or the meeting. And I'm also right now near my grandchildren, so I see them daily since 3 days, and they are so beautiful beings. But there's a dynamic, and I don't know what to do with it. On the other hand, when you were speaking with Esther, I think you speaking about the pattern of doing something or wanting to change. So, and what I see there is somehow the relationship of my son and his wife is very painful. So sometimes she just doesn't take care of the needs of the children, just making her nails and lips and whatever. And my son Simon is nearly doing everything to take care for the children, but he also has to take care of money. And I feel like I'm in sorrow that he will not manage it somehow. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Yeah? It feels like she has like a bipolar disorder or something like this. It's not really diagnosed. And I know over the years they were trying to live in Portugal and were on escape all the time somehow. And in me there's an impulse to do something and just to enjoy the peace that is also here. Doesn't be enough somehow. Something is required. It feels like that. And maybe you can sit with me, tune in with me, and have some good for me.
Yeah, sure. I understand, Gaia. I mean, I do. It's you know, you see something, but you know that unless there's an openness, it doesn't do anything. So what I've seen for myself is the best that I can bring is just to be at peace myself, because at least then there's a clear invitation. But I know that temptation of wanting to assist and wanting to help, especially when it's the son or someone that's dear to you and something wants to come in. And yeah. I mean, it's interesting to see that the intelligence that's manifesting is every expression. Yeah. It's the same intelligence in a way, and so it's just doing its dance, and whatever it needs to learn in that expression of itself.
It feels so helpless.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like But in a way, you know, that's kind of the same thing with what's going on worldwide. I mean, there's just not much. And just seeing, okay, it is just doing what it's doing, and then watching where something gets involved in a way that's unhealthy for itself and pays the price, whatever that is. And so these really fine distinctions, just learning, you know, it's just learning, okay, here it is, it's doing its dance. Like I see with this little boy, you know, it's like I come into the house and he's seen me only on the screen before up till now, so he recognizes me to some extent, and he likes to engage sometimes, but then other times he just doesn't want, you know, like I'm not what he wants. And when I can respect that and not push him, or, you know, like have an idea that it should be different, slowly he seeks me out more, you know, it's like it's so. And it's okay. It's just like, you know, there's moments of we just have fun, and then there's moments when, you know, he wants mommy or daddy or whatever. He's tired, and yeah.
You would love to have him all the time with you, huh?
In some ways, yes, and in some ways, you know, it's like it is like it is. It's so funny, you know. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these little children are such a delight. I mean, wow. They remind me so much on loving what is somehow, and they express it. They are surprised and stunning. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would love to have them a good basis for life. Yeah, and
for sure, you know, and you know, it's like it seems, at least this is the way it seems to me with the children, when there's space that they feel that they can just come to me without there's no advice or trying to, then they come. If they feel that I have some kind of an agenda or anything that I think should be different, then they don't come. It's a funny thing. So I trust that they'll come if they sense that there's, you know, some value in speaking with me about something. That's at least the way it's played up to now. It's just,
yeah.
thanks, God.
Thanks, Isaac. Thanks.
Birgitte.
Hey, Isaac.
Hi, Birgitte.
Can you speak up again, please?
Sure. Did that help?
Yep, clear and loud. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I sense in everything what has been appearing now in this meeting is what I've been practicing the last few days is radical acceptance. So be with everything that is as it is, and then see how my brain starts making stories out of nothing, and then think it's real, and then the body starts anticipating on that, and it's, I had to think about it when you were talking to Esther about how to deal with people who tell stories, is not to tell stories about people who tell stories. Because sitting with this, I so much feel how I'm creating this whole illusion.
And then who's doing that?
True.
Yeah.
It is happening.
It's just so, it's like this idea of radical acceptance, because, you know, like if you try and, we don't know what's going on. So it's like, but that mechanism that thinks it knows, or that, you know, that like that interprets the raw information of the moment and then doesn't like with its interpretation. It's like, it's a funny, it's a just recognizing we don't have a clue.
No, I'm on this campsite. It's close to the sea, a naturist campsite, or nudist, you say in English, I think. So I was laying in my tent here somewhere there,
nice.
And I heard a noise in the night, and I thought it was someone walking around there. And then I started putting pieces of information together of things when I heard another noise the other night, and you know, and then without any proof, I had a whole storyline of someone who was walking around the campsite at night, and I'm waking myself up because of the fear I was creating myself, and then I was seeing that. But so I mean, it goes, you know, within a millisecond you have the whole storyline complete. Yeah. And then just being with what is like Byron Katie says, there are three things a person does: he either stands, lies, or walks, and that's it. So yeah, so coming back to more and more of the peace here is a practice now. Yeah, would love to sit with you.
You're welcome.
It's endless. I was just, it's kind of in this sitting with you in kind of an image of someone was sorting out my heart. This can go, and 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 this can go. And it was opening and deepening, and this can go, and no clue what was going, but it was like,
just where something has been holding.
yeah.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brigitte.
Much love to you.
And to you. Ellen.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I hear you and I see you. Hi.
Hey. Hello.
Hi.
Mm. 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 Hey, hey, hey. Mm. Mm. Actually, I have a question. Let's see. Today, today I have a family constellation.
Constellation, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but I was in a meeting. I was sharing with you this whole suicide story. I don't know if you remember, but then, yeah, and then you said to me, like, maybe it's good to do a family constellation and to see, because it can bring some things.
Yeah.
But now during this meeting, I just see like there's a kind of confusion in the sense of why should I do a constellation? Because is it not that you then feeding the story or something like that, you know?
You know, that's the thing with the constellation work. It's not linear. It's not, it's like, you know how things can play under the surface. They can just be old stories playing that we just don't see. They've been playing maybe forever, and we just so used to them we don't see them. And then when they get seen, then at least there's a chance to see, wow, what is that? But the kind of seeing that I've experienced in constellation work, it's not linear, and it's not like it's just like something recognizes something. It's funny to speak it like that. You know, it's like you have these people, you're sitting a lot of times with a few people, and then you pick different people to play your mother, your father, your brother, whatever you're doing. And then you set them up in the room where in relation to each other. And then when they start speaking, they speak like those people speak. It's so, and in starting to see how it all fits together, something just clicks in my experience. So it's not intellectual, it functions at another level.
Yeah, I know I've done it before, and now it was just coming up like, okay, I'm going to do this to get maybe more clarity about myself in a way where I'm standing, because there has happened so much the last 2 years, and
Yeah.
sometimes it feels like I really don't know where I'm standing now. Also in relating with Martijn and the whole, because
With everything. Yeah, and so, you know, the beauty of it is you show up, maybe something reveals and maybe nothing reveals.
Yes,
It's just there.
yeah.
That way there's no agenda. It's just you're making yourself available and seeing what
And
shows.
see what will happen. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's good to hear that, because
You're not working on anything specifically.
that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
because it also can, of course, activate the mind by
Yes,
the
exactly.
kids, and then the mind goes in all this.
Yeah.
And it's good to hear this, because I see it feels a little bit like I'm standing and I really don't know where to move or how to where to move now with everything what is happening around me. And I really don't know. It's really, wow, man, amazing. Because now I was working a lot, and now it's stopped because the shows are over now, and they're going to operate me again, my leg. Again, I have to go to the hospital. But anyway, it's I'm standing in such a blanco field, you can say. Yeah, and I can see that in a way I planned also this constellation. I can see now, because maybe I want some clarity where to move or how to move, but at the same time I know at the same time I know, yeah, that's not going to work, lady.
Exactly. Yeah, beautiful.
But so that's what's bringing the confusion in a way, like, why did I plan this? What do I want? You know, it's not getting clear. Oh yeah, it's, you know, so but because I can see when I just at peace and I fall in this stillness, it's okay. And then all the hustle is around, and all the movement, and yeah, it's, yeah. And then you just stand there with kind of empty hands, and but at the same time it has also to do with boundaries, you know. How, because Martijn and Eline, his ex-wife, they cannot really find each other, you know. They cannot really connect with each other. It's difficult for them. And then it feels sometimes like I'm standing in the middle. It's just what Gaia was saying. You see the pain and you see it, and you're standing there. And what can you do? You cannot really do something. But now I have given a kind of boundary. It was just happening. Like, I cannot stand in the middle and hear this all the time, because I don't know. I cannot do anything. I cannot solve because both, they are coming to me, you know. And it's wow. It's
interesting, you know, when people come to you, many times they come because they want agreement about something. But when they come to you, there's a vulnerability there, because to come to you, there has to be a vulnerability. And so there's an opportunity that's there that's quite beautiful. But it's not about, the opportunity isn't about, it's just meeting in that vulnerability. It's just like, oh, I get, something's troubling you. And there's enough trust that you can bring it here. And I don't have a solution.
Yeah.
But I can meet you in that vulnerability. And that's, wow, that's really a gift.
Yeah.
Just honoring that vulnerability, honoring that reach. It's just like, okay. If you go into it like, somehow, okay, you want me to agree to something, well, it's not interesting to me to go into an agreement about it or anything like that. It's just, it's not. So yes, I love them. Yeah, I love that something feels safe enough to come to me with where there's something not at peace in you. And yeah, I'm here, I see you, I feel you.
Yeah, that's, I understand. That's also what is happening. I mean, I can feel Eline and see and feel her, and I can feel Martijn and see and hear her. But
exactly.
It's difficult for them to feel each other,
Yeah. And so that's why they're using your system to in a way, to try and bridge that. But usually it's in a clumsy way. They come with a story or something and looking for confirmation about the very perspective that gives them difficulty. And when you don't do that, it's so healing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes just speaking back to them what they're telling you in a way that they can hear what they're actually saying, because a lot of times they don't hear what they're saying. Do you know what I mean by that? It's like someone comes and they say, look, I'm having this difficulty with this person. And you say, oh, I hear that you somehow think that this person is responsible for what's going on in you.
Yes.
And then, okay, I didn't realize that. Somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm giving back in a way, but
it's
going on and it's going on and it's going on, and then I just feel in a way there's a kind of stop by me, like, oh, I really don't know, it's
so that's interesting to see that, Ellen, because so if your system moves in any way to try and fix or help or something like that, then it's already gotten entangled. So that's a good sign for you to see when it goes in that direction. Okay, and I'm not here to solve anything. I'm happy to listen, but I'm not into going into agreement with a perspective that's painful to you, that you won't find here.
But sometimes I see, when you say I'm happy to listen, that I see that a part of me don't want to listen anymore.
That's also okay. You don't want to listen to the story.
Yeah.
You want to listen to the vulnerability. Okay, I'm here for that. I'm not here for the story at all. The story is not interesting to me.
Yeah. Mm.
That's clear.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. It's like listening through the words or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not getting caught up in the story.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm. But then you also feel that it's like you feel the pain from it, you can say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
And I think that's the thing what triggers me, because then to feel the pain from the other and you cannot really do something, and that's, I have the feeling that that is the thing what is then triggered by me.
Yeah.
This
So let's make a distinction there. Compassion, Mitgefühl in Germany, to feel with someone. So when there's a mechanism playing, some old pattern playing that's painful for someone, or makes it feel like there's someone that's feeling pain. Yeah. And you're just there, and you say, okay, yeah, this I can see this feels painful.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. It feels painful, and then of course there's wanting to come out of it, and all those movements and all that stuff. Yeah, I get it. I see it. So you're not taking the pain. You're not. You're just feeling it. Yeah. So it's okay. I get it. Yeah. Not trying to solve it, not trying to fix it. Just okay. Yeah, there's pain. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Can't hold on to it. You can't. It's like.
Yeah, I can see it's like when you say this, like you're not taking the pain.
Yeah.
That resonates something in me.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, then it can just wash through. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if in an expression of life that we call a person, there's a habit that's producing pain, and then a not wanting the pain that makes the pain stronger.
Yeah.
And then the thinking with the mind, what we call the mind, the thinking, trying to solve the problem, that just keeps it going and makes it worse. And then when that whole activity gets met with just presence, it doesn't go into wanting to change anything or fix anything. You just, okay, well, there's a mechanism playing. I see it's a painful mechanism. Cool. It's not you that's doing it, because you would never do that. And it's like slowly, oh wow, I start to see there's just a pattern playing. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with what it looks like. Yeah.
I'm so grateful that these meetings are there.
Yeah, cool.
It's really it helps me a lot.
I'm pleased to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy, yeah. Love, peace. Yeah. Bas, thank you for hosting. Thank you all for showing up, exploring together. Next meeting is Sunday for you guys. Yeah. Love, peace, beauty. Yeah. Shall we?